As you may know, the internet is a vast sea full of millions of different users, most of whom are operating under a veil of anonymity. While it might seem like a fun exercise in virtual reality for some of us, for others there are times where the line between our activities on the internet and real life become blurred. Today we will be looking at 5 of some of the creepiest unsolved mysteries on the internet. So turn off all your lights, take off all of your clothes, and put a ball gag in your mouth, and enjoy. The first internet mystery we will be looking at today is the disappearance of Reddit user muffguzzler82. On September 24th, 2017, an account on the subreddit r/scary left what was at the time a confusing post. At first, to other users it appeared as though it was just a practical prank of some sort, but after days of no activity coming from the OP, other people began to take notice. The post in question was just a simple text post titled, "Help, I think I am being followed," or something. I had been walking home on my way back from work and figured I should kill some time on Reddit. Only after a few minutes I noticed I was being followed by a large person dressed in all black. They have been following even when I have taken random turns and detours. I am starting to get scared and don't know if I should call the police. Please help if you... And then it cuts off. No further communication came from this account after. What was Muff about to say, and what exactly happened to him or her that night? These are things we may never know. Were they abducted by a stalker who had been scoping them out for weeks? Or perhaps they were in the know on some sort of secretive government program and they posed a liability to Uncle Sam. A few years later, we are no closer to uncovering the truth about what happened and what caused their disappearance. The only thing we know for sure is that this is definitely creepy and requires some sort of explanation. The Szechuan Sauce Pickle Rick Incident. The second incident we are looking at today is one that got some mainstream media coverage but was quickly forgotten about. Following an episode of the massively popular TV series Rick and Morty, fans of the show began an online movement to get McDonald's to revive their Szechuan sauce that hadn't been sold in decades. Before long, McDonald's decided to play along with the fanfare and they sold it in a limited supply, leading to many fans actually not being able to get the sauce, leading to some outrage. One man in particular made a scene of his dissatisfaction. He mounted the counter in the middle of the restaurant screaming at the staff. Many say this was a fan freaking out, but others say it was a self-aware individual making a mockery of the show's core fan base. Despite these being reasonable explanations, there are others that see something much more sinister going on here. Could this mysterious man have been trying to blow the lid on a secretive government experiment? Perhaps one where they convert human tissue into organic vegetables? This might seem absurd to some, until you look at the security footage of that day in that McDonald's. It can be seen that there are 2 men in black, possible government agents, possible extraterrestrials in disguise, who were sent there to subdue and silence the man who was exposing their operation. Not much more is known about what happened that day, but what is known is that it was very creepy and requires some sort of explanation. The found alien footage incident. What we have seen so far has undoubtedly been very scary and mostly unexplainable. A fair warning to all of our younger or female viewers out there, what you're about to see is quite disturbing and is not for the faint of heart.
Pues no hay pedo. Oye, loco, ¿qué es lo que se ve ahí atrás del palo, güey? ¡Eso, güey! ¡Loco, corre!
On December 20th, 2018, this video was uploaded to YouTube, but to this day has only garnered roughly 1,600 views. Why has a video that contains clear footage of such a fantastical encounter been pushed to the wayside? Some may say it is because it may just be a naked little person running around while some Mexicans yell at him, but others have a much more sinister theory. Could it be that this is one of the few conclusive videos on YouTube that proves the existence of the extraterrestrial, and old Uncle Sam isn't too happy about that? YouTube could potentially be cooperating with the governments of the world by suppressing this video and actively promoting other ones that are obviously fake and distract the masses from the truth. It is impossible to know where exactly the truth is, but what we do know for sure is that whatever we are seeing here is creepy and deserves some sort of explanation. Number 4. The asshole who keeps liking my girlfriend's posts on Instagram. So we have mostly been discussing incidents that have occurred in forums and YouTube, But what about social media, where unexplained things occur all too often? As we all know, any good relationship is built on a foundation of trust and honest communication. That is precisely why some people were confused and concerned when a suspicious individual who had only recently started following my girlfriend's Instagram page went through her history and liked all of her posts. A quick look at his Instagram page shows that he is likely a douchebag that will take the first opportunity he has to bang her. When questioned, Stacy claimed that she had never met him, and that he was just a random dude that followed her, and that it happens all the time. Some say that those who are suspicious of her are controlling or maybe insecure, while others have a much more sinister theory. Could it be possible the government has enlisted some sort of muscle-laden bastard man to flirt with my girlfriend in order to distract some people's attention from creating content for this channel and getting the truth out there to the viewers? Not much can be said for sure, except that this is a situation that is definitely mysterious and certainly requires some sort of explanation. The Slender Man documentary. The final mystery we will be looking at today goes all the way to the top of the pyramid. Many know of the Slender Man. His presence is pervasive on the internet and in real life. There have been numerous reported sightings of him, even some that have been captured in photos and video. Despite the evidence being out there, the very nature of the Slender Man has kept him shrouded in mystery. According to folklore, he specifically targets those who research his existence and speak his name aloud. In America, Slender Man hysteria had reached unprecedented heights by year 2018, so much to the point that a movie studio produced and released a feature-length movie titled Slender Man, a documentary detailing the lives of young high school girls whose fates crossed with the titular mythological terror. Although this documentary provided clear as day irrefutable evidence of the Slender Man and his very real impact on the lives of people in this country, the documentary was largely ignored and panned by critics and audiences alike. What would cause such a negative reaction to a movie that could only serve as a benefit to society by raising awareness of a terror that stalks every neighborhood in the country? Some would claim that this was simply an awful movie with a meandering plot, unbelievable characters and acting, and a heavy reliance on cliches and tropes that long before have been beaten to death. But others have a much more chilling and sinister theory. Was it a coincidence that at the time of the movie's release, the acting president of the United States was one Donald J. Trump, a known denier of the Slender Man's existence? Theoretically speaking, is it not possible the government worked together in partnership with sites such as Rotten Tomatoes in order to pan this movie, keep audiences from seeing the truth, and to keep the word about Slender Man under wraps? Not much can be known for sure, but what we do know for sure is that this is very creepy, very mysterious, and requires some sort of explanation. Extraterrestrials, Hollywood manipulation, social media, Mexicans. These were just some of the topics we discussed today, but rest assured, this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the mysteries the internet has to offer. And just as certainly, we will be there, working to uncover the truth. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and also make sure to subscribe to my OnlyFans, link below. And remember, stay smart and stay safe. Good night, everyone.